Welcome to the But First Bible Daily Devotional Podcast with Dave Myers. Our readings for today are from 2 Samuel chapters 21 and 22 and Luke chapter 22 verse 1 to 30. Well, we are coming toward the end of King David's life, and in 2 Samuel chapter 22 we see David's song of deliverance. Verse 1 sets the scene like this. And David spoke to the Lord the words of this song on the day when the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. We know that David was quite the poet and songwriter. And so I trust this is a song that he regularly sang to the Lord. Many of the phrases are similar to lines from the book of Psalms. There are things that David sings that are specific to his circumstances, that aren't really about our circumstances today. However, the God that he sings to is unchanging in character. Now, on the weekend edition of this podcast, I encourage you to ask 4 questions of one of the Bible readings. The first question is, what do we learn about God? This is an important question because the Bible is first and foremost a book about God. And so I want to highlight to you from 2 Samuel chapter 22 some of the things that we learn about God. These things are still true of God today, and we have an even greater reason to celebrate than David. The Lord faithfully delivered David from his enemies, and in Jesus, the Son of David, we have an even greater rescue. In the death and resurrection of Jesus, regardless of the circumstances we find ourselves in, we know that we have been rescued from our 3 biggest enemies, sin, death, and Satan. And so I want you to hear and believe some of these truths about God today. From verse 2, we learn, "The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer." Verse 3, "My God, my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold and my refuge, my Savior, you save me from violence." Verse 4, "I call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies." Verse 7, "In my distress I called upon the Lord, to my God I called. From his temple he heard my voice, and my cry came to his ears." From verse 18, "He rescued me from my strong enemy." Verse 19, "The Lord was my support." Verse 29, "For you are my lamp, O Lord, and my God lightens my darkness." Verse 31, "This God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord proves true. He is a shield for all those who take refuge in him." Verse 32, "For who is God but the Lord? And who is a rock except our God?" Verse 33, "This God is my strong refuge." Verse 47, "The Lord lives, and blessed be my rock. And exalted be my God, the rock of my salvation." And verse 51, "Great salvation he brings to his king, and shows steadfast love to his anointed, to David and his offspring forever." Until tomorrow, keep trusting Jesus.